once again.
This is CarolinaChris26 Comics Haul, number 3. Take it away, Chris.
Alright guys, it's October 17th. You know what time it is? Comic Book Wednesday, y'all. What? Crazy. Alright, I thought last week was going to be like a light load. Of course, you see my last video. You know it's not. The week before that, most definitely not, was it? This week was no exception. Yeah. But you know, honestly, this to some people is a toothpick. You know, it's a bush in their front yard. You know what I mean? It's nothing big. You know, some people it's a lot. You know, depends on what your budget's like, man. Don't ever go into a comic book store and spend your rent money or your light bill money. God forbid, don't spend your kids' birthday money or the Christmas money. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna hate you just because you wanted to get your book to read. Put it in your pull list and keep it there. And get it when you can come back and get it. Because the comic book store is not going to get rid of it. They will hold it until you're able to come and get it. Unless you leave it in there for a couple months. And I don't know. Yeah, depends on who you're dealing with. My comic book store owner, he's like my best friend. You know what I mean? I love him to death. He's cool people. Shout out to TJ from Angry Comics. 4 books I wanted to read when I got home tonight. I had to jump into right after I ate, did the dishes, did some laundry. Let's go ahead and go into them one by one. Well, let's see. I started off with Life of Captain Marvel, number 4. This story is good. If you've seen issue number 3, you know Captain Carol Danvers' mom's a Kree soldier. Come to find out, the bounty hunter came to Earth, came to kill her mom because her mom disobeyed orders. She came to Earth, landed in the ocean. Her dad was on a boat. Dad pulled her out the water. She didn't really know English at the time. She could tell by her dad's voice. He was a nice guy. They started hanging out, kind of hooked up. They go bowling one night. She throws the bowling ball so hard she shatters the pins. He knew she wasn't all there. I mean, like human-wise. And then they go to a baseball game one night. She jumps up and catches the ball and levitates a little bit. And he sees that. Then one day she goes ahead and breaks it down, lets him know who she really is. But her thing is, she had a mission. She was on a mission to Earth. You know what I mean? Kree soldiers are always at war. They're trained soldiers. Carol, her mom had Carol with her dad. Carol's mom's a Kree soldier. Carol's dad is a human. What does that make Carol? She's a half-breed. Then she started asking, well, I thought I got my powers from the Psyche Magnetron. I don't think you did. Nope. I got to read the story. It's really good. Issue number 2, I almost gave up. Got this pulled off my pull list. I'm glad I didn't because I'm really liking it, man. I'm really liking it. Great story. Love it. Another one of my favorites. I'm going to do these in order how I read them tonight so I don't mess y'all up. Mess myself up. This is one of my real favorites. Justice League Dark. I actually read issue 1 and 2 at the comic book store waiting on my cousin to pick me up one day. Loved it. I heard about the Upside Down Man. Ridiculous shit. I haven't seen him since that issue. I think it was issue number 3. Last issue, I guess, yeah. Then they had the Witching Hour, Wonder Woman 57, I think. 56 or 57. That followed after the Witching Hour. Now this, and now we got to go back to Wonder Woman. It's kind of slick how they do that. Make sure you buy each book, keep up with the story. That's how they do comics. That's how comic books do you. Good. Like, why you broke now? I'm broke because of y'all. Anyways, this story is crazy, man. That witch mother, Hichita, or Hichita, anybody can say her name, let me know, because I've asked a couple people. She is wicked as hell. Wonder Woman's kind of learned how to control her magic ability due to that one chick, Cirque. She kind of put a little border in her head where she kind of control the magic. Wonder Woman goes head to head with old girl. Old girl goes to Nana Parbat. Sorry, I said the name wrong. And there's this other witch or lady. She runs like life and death. She helps people who want to cross over when they die. She's the goddess of that. And the head witch that gave Wonder Woman her ability, and the other women her ability, the Witch Mark, she's battling this other chick. This other chick has all these monks. And when she wants to go from a gigantic being, you know what I'm saying, she'll like kind of downsize herself, and her spirit will go into all these monks. And when she leaves out of those monks, their bodies just collapse. That's the only thing that's keeping them alive is her. And these monks are guarding the temple. Well, all of a sudden these monks just drop, and the spirit goes out of her, and she becomes gigantic. And then they start fighting and battling and stuff, right? And Wonder Woman's like, look, you know, I don't care, you know, you think I'm your girl. I'm not your girl. I'm my own person. I'm not running with you. I'm gonna whoop your, you know what I'm saying? Dude, and Swamp Thing, man, she actually witch marked this God, what's her name? Chick. She's like Swamp Thing. Orchid, or I can't think of her name. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, she witch marks her. So like the next issue, that's what that's going to be about. It's God. Let me get to it, y'all, because excuse me, man. I don't know if y'all know me, but I had an acute stroke like 6, 7 years ago, and I have kind of like a short-term memory loss, and sometimes issue getting things out of my head wrong. Right, the words out of my mouth the way I want to say them. The end of the issue is the Parliament burns. That's like the forest of all these gigantic trees. And she doesn't want to do what she's doing, but the head witch, the witch mother, is controlling her. You know, it's crazy, man. Alba Garcia, that's her name, could hear the screaming too. She was, after all, a hybrid of plant and flesh, as black orchid. She fought for the green and the red. She knew her very presence deep in the Amazon wild was profane, a sin against everything she stood for. She's got no choice, man. The witch mother's controlling her. And I mean, you know, this is crazy because like at the end of the book, like Wonder Woman is just like, oh, the witch mother just slams her to the ground. Wonder Woman's about to whoop her butt. She thinks she is. And she slams her to the ground. Look at Wonder Woman at the end of the issue. Oh my God, dude. Wonder Woman 57. Story follows up there. Yeah, man. It's so crazy. I love that story. Me explaining it to you, it might suck, but I enjoy it. I'm sorry if I explain it to y'all kind of off, but sorry. Alright, Stabby Bunny. Anybody knows I'm a huge fan of Stabby Bunny. I got to meet Richard Rivera at Baltimore Comic-Con. Also, shout out to my boy, has a YouTube page too. Grab those keys, Marquise. Sorry, bro. I met him. When I met him, I told him, I was like, look, man, I got turned on to your book by issue number 3. Didn't even know about you, never heard about you. I'm sorry. Haven't been into comics my whole life, but enough. I grew up with the Turtles and all the cartoons, the X-Men and whatnot. I knew all about that, but just the book, reading the books. So I told him, I said, I got turned on to your book by issue number 3. And from there, I had to find issue 1 and 2 to read it. Found 1 and 2. And then put this book on my pull list. And I'm glad I did. This story is great. Grace Stabbity. It's a possessed rabbit. Stuffed rabbit. Grace has magical ability. I don't know if you call her a witch. I guess you can. It runs down through her family. Passed on from family member to family member. Generation to generation. But after this book goes to 12 issues. And I think after 12 issues, the next series starts over. And Grace is 15 in high school. Now imagine, any bad guys mess with Grace. Stabbity comes alive, and he will murder him. He's like possessed by some kind of person or demon or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I told him, I was like, wow, she's going to be in high school? You know how mean kids are in high school? Oh, Stabbity's going to just, woo, I feel bad for the kids she goes to high school with. They are going to wreck her. I know, she's going to wreck them. Sorry. So sorry. It's late, man. It's like 1:44 in the morning. Sorry. Next book I read, I loved it. Venom Annual. Man, this book is so funny. It's actually, there's these bad guy villains in a bar, and they're all talking about how Venom is like, he ain't nobody. He's messed up. Some of them say he's a killer. You can't talk about him. And then the story starts off with Black Cat telling her story how she went up against Venom. You know, he put a hurting on her, he whooped her butt, but she let him know that she was there. Then the story goes to Wolverine. Venom and Wolverine get in a fight in a bar. Wolverine puts the hurting on Venom. And then all the guys in the bar are talking about, wow, each one of these stories are like Venom gets his butt handed to him. I mean, am I supposed to be scared of him? And I think it's Scorpion. He's in there. And the whole thing's about Venom always after Spider-Man and this, that, and the third. And the fight with Wolverine's funny. Wolverine's like, you know, Venom's talking crap about Spider-Man. And Venom's like, Wolverine's like, you know, he's like 12 or something, right? You know what I'm saying? And then it goes to Juggernaut. Juggernaut gives Venom a little bit, and Venom just whoops him down. And anyway, Venom just whoops the Juggernaut's butt. And at the end, Scorpion's like, man, all these stories about Venom being so big and bad, man, why would I be scared of him? He ain't nobody. And there's this dude in the bar, he's got a mask on, right? So you don't really know who he is. All of a sudden pops out, and it's Venom. Like, mouth full of teeth, and, you know, he's like, yeah, I need to tell you something. Let me tell you a little story or something like that. Man, he just, the whole bar clears out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the story's funny. I'm explaining it wrong, because I suck at explaining stuff that I've read, but I thought it was funny. It's real. This is one of the funniest Venom books that have came out. Honest to God, they all haven't been funny. This is funny. If you don't laugh at this book, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. I might be explaining it wrong. I ain't a good salesman for the book, but it's funny. Trust me. I guarantee that. If you don't think that book's at least funny, probably compare it to Cosmic Ghost Rider. You know, of course. I mean, who's writing it? You know what I mean? All right, I have another issue of Venom. Yes. Sorry that light's kind of glary, man. I'm doing some work in my bedroom, so I'm having to do my little comic thing here all the time. My other cover of Justice League Dark. Like it? It's the Greg Capullo cover, yeah. Love it. Another one of my favorites. Harley Quinn, Frank Cho cover. Sorry. Frank Cho cover. Met Frank Cho at Baltimore Comic Con too. I've said before, probably many times. Nightwing. Oh, I'm sorry too. That was Harley Quinn number 52. Sorry. Yes, sir. Nightwing number 51 foil cover. I don't know about y'all, but I do not like these foil covers. It's kind of the equivalent of the wrapper in a pack of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, I have to show you real quick. Yeah, well, that's not the silver kind. That's the wrapper in a pack of cigarettes there. Trust me, I know I need to quit, but almost the equivalent of like some silver wrapper in a pack of cigarettes. It sucks. I wish they would stop making those. This, of course, is one of my favorites. I have all the Nightwing books, man. You know. Now, did anybody know that Dick's changed his name? Yeah, Nightwing changed his name to Rick from Dick. Guy said something in the comic book store. Oh man, Batman does a book with his dingling. Now all of a sudden, you know, Nightwing can't say Dick. Oh, that's so funny. Sandman Lucifer. That is a wild looking cover. Can't see it here. I'll post one up in the corner. Or that corner. One of them corners. It's dope, man. Has anybody read it? Okay, we got Harley Quinn. 52 foil cover. This one's alright compared to all of them, but man, I am not feeling those foil covers, man. I don't know the material they're making out of them. I'm not a comic book genius or whatever, but man, I just don't like them. Hit Girl number 9. That was kind of dope. Got the black and white. And we got the color one. Y'all feeling those? Got Batman number 57, the Tina cover. He is killing them, bro. And what about that next issue? It's going to come out with the penguin on the cover. That is number 8. A lot better than that foil cover that came out. And the Battle Lines, Astonishing X-Men 16. Wish I had that when I went to Baltimore Comic Con. I had Jim Starlin sign it in a heartbeat. That's so beautiful. The colors on that book are just... And we got The Life of Captain Marvel, number 4, Battle Lines variant. That's actually sick, man. Me holding it here in front of me doesn't do any justice. If you haven't seen that book in person, you're missing out. And we got Pearl number 3. So sick.
Once again, thanks for coming to Carolina Chris's page to watch his comic book hauls that he likes to brag about so much every week. He's a little sorry for getting this video out this week so late, being that this haul is from the 17th. But he had issues with his phone last night, where he has all his videos stored on. The phone messed up on him, so we had to repair the phone. But he got on it just as soon as he could and got it to you folks, his subscribers, his fans. I'm very glad you stuck by him, because we don't know what we would have done if you wouldn't. But then again, I'm crazy. He's pretty much sane. So, thank you for stopping in, checking his videos out, checking his books out. I hope you enjoy books yourself. I hope you enjoy collecting yourself. I hope you enjoy this video yourself, because I don't. Purposely, I don't like it whatsoever. I actually think it's garbage. It's pretty much trash. It's below trash. It's the bottom of the bottom. The low of the low. It's crap. But then again, what do I know? I'm over here wiping a machete down with a kitchen rag at the moment. At 12:45 at night. So who's crazy? Always remember, folks, and this is the key thing. Always remember to make comic book collecting fun again. Happy Halloween season, y'all. 'Tis the time to eat candy and then go to the dentist afterwards. Now, like, comment, share, subscribe, or vice versa. I really don't know. But just help me out. Help Chris out. Thank you very much, folks. Have a nice night. See y'all next Wednesday.